So hello everyone, welcome to the topic. Today we'll discuss the kinetic theory of gases. This will be an introductory video. If you want to know more about this topic, you can any day text me in Urban Pro, right? Then we can have personalized class. Now in this class we'll discuss about kinetic theory of gases, right? This is me, I'm Utkal, I'm from IIT Delhi, right? Now the kinetic theory of gases, the concept started in 1850s approximately, right? What happened was that they developed a kinetic theory of gases in order to explain gas laws in terms of the motion of gas molecules. The theory is based on following assumptions. It's very important to know what assumptions were taken as regards to the motion of molecules and the nature of the gases. So we'll start with basic postulates of kinetic theory of gases. Let's start with that. Basic postulates of kinetic theory of gases. So what were the basic postulates? Every gas consists of extremely small particles known as molecules. The molecules of a given gas are all identical, but all are different than those other gas, right? Every gas consists of extremely small particles known as molecules. Right. I mean, this is not a second, this is a continuation of the first point. The molecules of a given gas are all identical, but are different than those another gas. This is first postulate. The second, the molecules of a gas are identical, spherical, rigid, and perfectly elastic point masses. Right? The size is negligible in comparison to intermolecular distance. Now, what is the intermolecular distance? You all know, right? It is in nanometers, 10⁻⁹ right? Now, what were the assumptions regarding motion of gas particles? This is very important to know. This is very important in exam perspective also. So keep in mind, right? Assumptions regarding motion. So there are several assumptions made. Assumptions regarding motion, assumptions regarding collision, assumptions regarding force, assumptions regarding pressure. So we'll start by one, right? Assumption regarding motion. I mean, the words are very self-explanatory. That's why I'm not explaining what are these, right? Because it's very easy to understand. These were the assumptions made by the scientists to define kinetic theory of gas, right? Very simple, right? So assumptions regarding motion. First assumption, molecules of gas, of a gas, keep on moving randomly. So molecules of a gas keep on moving randomly in all possible directions, with all possible velocities. right? Second point is the speed of gas molecules lie between 0 and infinity, very high speed, right? Third point, the number of molecules moving in a particular direction, just a second, yeah, the number of molecules moving with most probable speeds. It's maximum. I mean, so most probable speeds is like MP. So it is saying that the number of molecules, so the most probable speed is maximum, right? So the speed which is in like which is the mode the most probable speed of particles and the number of particles which is maximum for that case. It is very easy, right? A very big deal. Now, assumptions regarding collision. First, or the only one point, the gas molecules keep on colliding amongst themselves, right? As well as with the walls of the containing vessel. Right? These collisions are perfectly elastic. You can include this in the first point also, doesn't matter. These collisions are perfectly inelastic. Perfectly elastic. Now, what do you mean by elastic collision? You guys would have learned it. An elastic collision means the total energy before collision would be equal to the total energy after the collisions, right? So let me mention it if someone has doubt in it. Elastic collision means that is the total energy before collision would be equal to total energy after collision, right? No doubts on this? Right. Okay. Now we talk about two other assumptions, like three other assumptions. Assumptions regarding force, pressure, and density. So I've segregated all the assumptions for you to remember it nicely. So this segregation is important so that you are not, thrown with so much information in a very, fixed manner. If I segregate the assumptions, it is very easy for the brain to grasp things, right? Assumptions regarding force. No attractive or repulsive force acts between gas molecules. No, there is no force, no van der Waals force, nothing. No attractive and repulsive or repulsive forces act between gas molecules, right? Gravitational attraction. Gravitational attraction among the molecules is ineffective due to extremely small masses and very high speed of the molecules between molecules is negligible, is very ineffective due to very light masses, right? And very high speed of molecules, right? Now, sorry, assumptions regarding pressure. Molecules constantly collide with the walls of the container, due to which their momentum changes. And this change in momentum is transferred to the walls of the container, right? And consequently, pressure is exerted by gas molecules on the walls of the container. What is pressure? Pressure is nothing but change in momentum, right? And how does the change in momentum come? By collision. So molecules constantly collide. In very simple language, script language, I'm explaining all of this. Collide with the walls of the container, right? Due to which the I'm getting a call. Yeah. Due to which the momentum changes, right? This change in momentum is transferred to the walls of the container, right? Also container. Consequently, pressure is exerted by the gas molecules on the walls of the container, right? Very easy to understand. The last point is assumptions regarding density. Why all of these are assumptions? And because gas molecules are so small that you can't really examine that how the molecules are interacting with each other. Is there really any force? Does does they give the change in momentum to the wall, right, comparing their masses? That is why in the initial phase, when during 1850s, this theory was given by two scientists. So at that time, things were not very developed for them to identify all of this, but they had to have some theory about the gases and stuffs. That's why they had these assumptions. The density of gas is constant at all points of the container, right? So that was it, guys. These are all the assumptions. These were the three basic postulates, right? If you want to know more about this topic, if you want to solve problems, solve equations, get the formulas, you can any day message me in Urban Pro, right? Thank you so much, guys, for attending this session. Hope you liked it. This is Utkal. Thank you.